I'm not sure if it's fathers stepping up, if it's daughters. I would think daughters and fathers have a good relationship.
Should.
Oh, so I can
it's
only
so
look
important.
at my
Oh, my
reference point, which is my dad and my sisters, which growing up wasn't great. Pretty removed, pretty, I'd say selfish. You know, I don't think he was super good at contributing. But he's got his own journey, he's got his own choices and reasoning behind that. But yeah, you know, even if that's a lesson for the fathers to step up and to get to know their kids a little bit more, to know where their daughter's actually at, who they are, how they're feeling in being a teenager, hormonal changes. You know, I mean, 2 daughters, you've got periods kicking in, you've got now they're going to, you know, one day they'll start having sex or whatever it is that they're having to face as a child in this world. We need to be a part of that. We need to be aware of what's going on. Step up, lean in.
Lean in inwardly, right? Like I say this to dads.
Openly.
I definitely have conversations with dads of my clients, mostly, you know, the female clients, where it's like they need to feel you. Love is a felt experience, right? And yet step up, ask the questions, be present, take them to get the dress, all that sort of stuff. But ultimately, they need to feel your love. And unless you have access to your own emotions and you're willing to be vulnerable in that space, they're not going to connect with you at that depth that feels trusting in love. Does that make sense?
100%.
So
you know, they might even be... I mean, if you're not connecting with them on a normal level, how are you going to connect with them on a deeper level?
On a deeper level.
Well, and when they're in what they see, you know, when they're in harm's way, like anorexia kicking in, or if they crash the car or they're in trouble, they're not going to come to you with truth. You know, and that, it's a big worry for, you know, and they're all so different.
Hugely.
So you never know.
We're all here
One
for a different
size does
reason,
not
right?
fit
No,
all.
absolutely. So I guess it would be that. It would be, and you know, hopefully there's no one listening here that is embarking on that journey, you know, because it's so difficult. But maybe my invitation here for listeners is like, look at your kids, watch your kids, understand who they are, ask them the questions about, you know, who do you want to be? What's important to you? What do you care about? You know, I shared this in another recent podcast I was on, where we have this concept in our house where we say the word valid, you know. So I'm like, you know, hey, why didn't you do that? And the child will go, you know, well, because A, B, and C. And I'll be like, valid.
Yeah, I like that word.
Right?
Well,
like valid, rather than me and my ego being like, you're here to support me and make sure that you do it. Yeah? So it's like giving that voice. And my kids, we know our values in our house. Honesty is our top value, right?
Yeah.
And the kids will say something and I'll be like, oh, hey. And then the oldest one will go, who doesn't have a lot of tact, bless her cotton socks, you know, you told me to always be honest. I'm like, valid, I did.
Yeah.
You know, just watch your tone, because that was a little bit aggressive, but absolutely right. I needed to hear that. You know, so hold the space and create the space for the children to teach us as well.
Owning when you're wrong.
Only when you want. And that goes to that conversation we had about being evolved, right?
Yep.
Our kids, I believe, are more evolved than us, right? Like, I already know that. I know that with my 2 and they're only 8 and 11.
You think that's a standard?
Oh, I do. It's my spiritual belief. I
wondered about that.
I really believe that, right? Now, just because we're more evolved than someone else doesn't mean we're going to grow.
Of course.
It depends the actions we take on that, right?
Yeah.
Like, we have the inner guidance, and we act on that, or we suppress that and we just get swept up in low vibrational of the world, right? So it doesn't mean you're going to keep evolving. But it's the humble acknowledgement as a parent is like, no, I'm not always right.